Hey y'all, today I want to show you how I use mono printing to put color into my sketchbook to just eliminate the blank page. So what I have here is my travel sketchbook. So this is the book. I started this book last year and it goes with me whenever I try, travel on a trip. So you can, let me show you a blank page first so you can see. So here's a spread that I actually have not, I haven't drawn on it or done anything to it. It's ready for me. I think I left it blank because I have actually worked in this sketchbook prior to and after. I think I just like it the way it is. Every time I come to it, I just choose not to do anything to it, which is so funny. And actually, I have been working in the book from, front forward. Like I don't randomly work in my sketchbooks. I start at the beginning and I end at the end. So this one, so here is a spread that had the color and I just added the drawings. So here's the first one that I did, and you can see that I actually utilized the shapes, that the colored shapes that were there to make the drawing. So I used, this line as a building topper separator. I used this line as where the buildings, stop. This was green, so I put some palms in here because I was in San Diego. So so you can see how I used the color. You can see how the color on this page just really popped the drawings, and it made these are very simple drawings, but the colors just really bring the drawings to life. This was a bird, y'all. This bird, I was sitting in the hotel room. It was a rainy day, and which is unusual for Southern California, and this bird came, and it was a seagull, and he sat on the ledge of my window for 15 minutes. I had a little conversation with this bird. It was so awesome. He looked at me, I looked at him, I did a little doodle of him. It was actually really cool. So this was some botanicals that I, saw on a walk. So you get the idea of just, instead of just the pen marks, I've got, color, sorry, y'all. I've got these pages in here because I've got some bleeding materials in here. You can see how it works. And then I moved into some collage, and I got a little abstract with it. And then I had blank pages. So so then the next trip, let's see, so here I picked up again. We ended up going to the beach, and new colors got added. Here you can see I got abstract with just drawing the ocean in an abstract way using the paint that was on the page. Here I painted the ocean right in the middle, collaged in a sun. So it just gives you, here was another trip where the colors changed based on where I was headed. So you get the idea of having the color. And then these are just blank pages free for me to work on. So I am going to turn to the next swath of pages here because it is now summertime and I've got some trips coming up. So I want to get some color on the pages. I'm actually going to pull these out right now. I've got these in there because I ended up using some gelatos, I think is what they're called. And here, and they smudge and kind of smoosh around. So I same here. So I keep a barrier paper in between, but I can have those out for right now. So let me show you what I have here. I've got, this is actually one of my old jelly plates that does have what I would call damage to it. The clear sheet that got placed on it was actually dented, had dents in it. And when you put that protective sheet back on, if it has dents, it will dent the plate. That doesn't bother me for this process because I'm just laying down color and texture. So it's okay. I'm okay with that. But you will see it will print. So I've got my gel plate. I've got acrylic paints, just a myriad of colors that kind of, you know, I'm just feeling them right now with where we're going. And I've got my brayer. So I am just laying down fairly thin. I want thin layers of color to go on my pages because I don't want anything super thick, because I know I'm going to more than likely be working on top. So you see this book here. This is my book where I actually clean my brayer. So this entire book just has brayer marks in it. And this is just so that I'm not wasting the good paint that is on the brayer. So how I go about doing this is I actually do multiple pages at the same time because I'm working thin layers. I just press the book and lift, and I just kind of make decisions as I'm going along. I try not to get my strap in it. If it turns out a little messy, it doesn't bother me. I've got one of these pages where the pages are kind of glued together. I am gonna skip those for now. I'll work with those in a minute. I'm not worried if these kind of stick together, right? I'm just letting whatever's gonna happen. I will pull them apart if they do stick. Let's see, I'm gonna do like kind of a bigger swath right now. Here we are. And this is not my normal mono printing area, so I actually have a mono printing station, but I'm gonna had to work with my camera area. Okay, so I'm just continuing to print just to get color onto the page. I'm letting it sit a little longer to pick up these lighter. I love all the light areas that creates. And let's see, I'm sticking together here, so I'm just gonna pull that open. And wait, where's the bottom of my book? Okay, this is the top. I have to remind myself. Here we are. Oh, I love this spread. I love it when it just kind of gets all over like that. Okay, I'm gonna try right here real fast with this end. These weirdo pages. You know how it is when like the pages are glued together a little too much. I am gonna go kind of in the middle. Let's see how this does. Excellent. And then I'm gonna try to pick this up. It probably is dry and won't work, but we shall see. Little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch colors, and I'm gonna go with this color for now. And I may not use all the colors that I have here. This is a dark color, so I want this to be fairly light, super, super light pass. And I'm not even gonna cover the whole thing. and clean this off. Well, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, so let's go back to here. I'm gonna come down here. It's regular monoprinting. So if you're familiar with monoprinting, it's the regular process. I'm just doing it in a book. And let's do a tiny bit up here. And so just a little note. Oh, I love that. That's going to be great for something. Let's see. I'm going to do this whole bottom here. Okay. Oh, I think I got it crooked, but that's okay. I was trying to get it straight, but I think I went a little wonky. But you can't tell, so that's great. And then I'm gonna hit this upper here. I have my plate sitting on a piece of, and so see, it just was like a ghost of what was there, which is awesome. I am going to do this ochre color, and then I think I'm going to switch to something. No, I want this one. And I'm going light again, and I want to pick up some of what is already on. I'm gonna let this one go all the way across. And actually, I am going to brayer in my book this time, into the book I'm working on. We'll do that. Okay. Now I want to come back to here. And I do like to leave white space so I don't color it all. You know, like I will leave this whole area white. And I generally like yellow at the top just because travel, landscapey. I try to kind of think out a little bit. I said it was mindless. It's not like 100% mindless. I don't think any art is truly 100% mindless. Even when you try to turn your mind off, your mind is still going. It's still in the background, pulling knowledge, your knowledge forward. I think these stuck together after okay. So that'll happen. And oh, this one happened heavy. So I am going to, this may tear. And if it does, it does. I will collage on top of it. If it doesn't, great. I hope it doesn't tear. Tore a tiny bit. Ooh, it's tearing a lot. No worries. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to collage. I'm going to print on top of that to strengthen the paper by getting a layer of the acrylic on it. And I will do it again. This acrylic is drying. But I don't worry about that. I don't worry that that happened. And you can pause in between and let your pages dry so that you don't have that issue. But if you have the issue, you just work with it. Just go with it. You can't let things like that stress you out. All right. Oh, okay. What I was trying to tell you earlier is my plate is sitting on a piece of paper, and I have that piece of paper taped down to my tabletop so that it doesn't move. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at this. Okay. I want that to happen. We'll do it on this next page. We'll do it here at the top. I'm going to let this one sit for a minute, hoping that I get that same kind of action. Hopefully it didn't dry so much. It dried. Okay, no worries. All right, I'm opening so that I don't have a tear again. And usually if you just kind of keep opening it. And also, y'all, a lot of times, I mean, I live in the South, it's hot. I have a fan blowing on me and my workspace, and I don't have that right now because then it would be like obnoxiously loud. And I need you to hear what I'm saying. Okay, so this is some electric green. I love these tubes that, I mean, it's not really a tube, whatever this is, a bag that you can just like squeeze the mess out of to get the paint out. It's kind of rewarding to squeeze the thing, to squeeze the mess out of that tube. All right, where's paint? Over there. All right. I really love monoprinting. I could monoprint. Look at all that, picking up the old stuff. I want to do something heavier there. I didn't put down enough paint. I am going to come back to this page last. I'm going to go over this a tiny bit. So on this trip, I know I'm going to be going to a botanical garden. I know that I'll be going to art museums. So I do kind of have that in my mind. It is a city. I know I'm not really using like city kind of colors. I put these two colors out thinking, oh, well, those are kind of city colors. They're also not my colors, my go-to colors, but I may give them a try in this book, just to add something different that isn't my norm. Sometimes it's good to, okay, so that's all dry. So if you lay down and nothing happens, so let's do this. Let's go for this kind of slate gray color. This is a gorgeous color. It's just not my norm. It's a little on the like gray tone, dull side. I mean, it is called blue gray. But it is very city, which is why I chose it. It's kind of, you know, like the ground. Here I'm just looking for a space in my, I love this book. So I actually have 2 or 3 other books like this that, you know, I've got the printed pages in. So here we are. I think this may be my last print on this page, and then I'm gonna leave it. That's nice. And then I think I'm gonna go right here. Do very little thin line on the edge of the book. Nice. Okay, I'm done with this, and I actually like that. This did kind of bring this into a city urban feel to me, so I am happy with that. What do I want to do here? I almost don't want to do anything more there. This feels, these 2 pages feel very botanical to me. So I'm going to leave them. This paint is kind of thick, so I'm going to add to these pages where I had them tear. And I'm hoping this was thick enough to fill in. Yes, look, it totally covered it up, which is awesome. You can't even tell that I tore. And so here's all this tear here. Let's get that covered. And I'm doing a big area on this side, which is, a lot. This is going to be very dark for me, but nice. Okay, this is done. I'm going to leave this as is. I'm actually going to print one more time just to fill this in here. And so I'm going to come on this side and do that over here. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, it's probably because we're drying up. What am I going to do? I'm going to go right here. All right. There we go. That's what I wanted. Was more solid, but still very, very ethereal. Okay, I feel like I need to open this up because we're getting a little stickage here. Stickage. Not a word, y'all. Okay, so I'm just letting some air get into here. And honestly, what I could do is I could just put these in between here and do that. Aha, here. Oh, but I'm liking the feel of that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. Oh my goodness, fumble butters. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna hit it along. No, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go right here. That's nice. I could tell that that was gonna be really nice. And then, oh, I just stuck my hand in it, no worries. And I'm gonna go right here. Let it get a little. All right, oh, that's nice. All right, so now what I'm doing, it's stuck here. I just pulled some of that beautiful, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna leave that because that looks nice. Oh, all right. This is actually difficult to demonstrate. This is good. This is good. You get the idea of where I'm going with this. I'm loving that. Okay, I feel like this is enough pages. I'm not going to create any more pages, but I will add some. I know I was going to leave these blank for botanical, but you know, the botanical garden, it's in the middle of the city. So it's got, you know, it's a conservatory. It's got metal features in it. So I feel like it does fit. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love when the jelly plate does this kind of thing. Because you know what, y'all? You can't paint that, you know? Like, you can't paint that with a paintbrush. That kind of thing just happens with monoprinting, which is why monoprinting is so amazing. And I could just fill this entire book up with stuff. So I think I'm at a really good stopping point. Even this page, I will probably leave as is. This one, I might add a little pink to it. Let me do that right now, right quick. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add some hot pink. Especially with this like dark color. I think this will be really cool. Just a thin layer, maybe a tiny bit more. I love these abstract bags of paint. Oh, look at this. Just that in and of itself is gorgeous. And I think what I am going to do is I'm going to do this on this page that I already have here because that just felt right. Okay. I like that. Okay, I wanted to put some hot pink on this, which is going to electrify this green, which is going to be great. And I'm going to let it sit for a moment because I want it to pick up some of the blue. So while I let it sit, I'm going to cap my paint off. letting it sit for just a moment to get it to, ooh, look at that. That is fabulous. Okay. And I want to put a tiny bit at the bottom down here. Same, I'm going to let it sit for a moment to pick up all this residue that is underneath. Oh, that's great. Okay, was this my, oh, this page, yeah. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it right there. Press it real good. Let it sit for a minute. Not really a minute. It's truly just seconds. Fantastic. Look at that. Okay. So I just added, I got to open these pages again so I don't have the sticking. I think I can set this right here. Okay, so we'll just take a peek at what I have done. So I did do this, which is fun. Now I feel like this page ties with that one, which is awesome. Occasionally I do go back in and will draw or color into something that I have done. But here's what I did today in preparation for taking this sketchbook on a trip. Oh, I love the hot pink. I kind of want the hot pink on a couple of other pages. So you get, oh, I think a little hot pink, just a tad. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because of this. It'd be so awesome to have some of this residue here come off into the sketchbook. And even this right here, if I could pick up some of that, that would be awesome. Ooh, that's some hot pink. Here we are. Okay. All right, little bit. I'm gonna go this way. See if I can get that residue. And I might even get some residue because I put, let's see what happens. You just never know. Sometimes you can predict, other times you just can't. All right, this is gonna be a hard pull. Oh, that's nice. This is nice. Is that, oh, that's paper. That's nice. I like that a lot. Don't think I want any there. Don't think I want any there. All right. Just us reassessing. I think this is going to be my last. I'm going to do a tiny bit in this corner. And this is it. I'm calling it a day. It's so easy to get carried away with this process, y'all. It is such a fun, oh, that's great. Oh, see, now that it's drying, it's giving me some interesting marks. Oh, so, you know, I'm going to do a tiny bit over here. And I literally mean just a bit. There we go. That's nice. Just a hint of distress. Okay, and then I'm gonna do it here because I was kind of feeling like I wanted it to be here, so I'm just gonna go for it, and it's just gonna be a quick pull so that it comes off. Yes, distressed. Okay, that's it. No more Rachel. So recap one more time. Last recap. These were blank pages. I quickly added color to these pages through monoprinting, which is awesome. It gives you all this fabulous texture to work with. I can draw on top of any of these pages with I like the Faber-Castell Pitt pens. Do I have one? I have one right here. Yay. I love these, the Faber-Castell Pitt pens. These are India ink. So they draw right on top of the acrylic, and then they dry solid, like permanent. Permanent is the word. So I always have these in my travel bag with me to draw and doodle on top of. So I hope you enjoyed this process. I hope it gave you just another way to get color into your sketchbook fast, so that you've got some prepared pages as a jump start into working when you're on the road. And then I will absolutely leave a bunch of pages blank. I will probably work in these pages as well. And then who knows, this book is almost done, so I may monoprint some more. I may not. I may fill up the rest of it with drawings. So that is it. Happy creating, y'all.